Mornin, everyone, and welcome to yet another match in the DK64 Randomizer.com Season 3 tournament. Here we've got the top 32 winners round 2 match between the 7-seed Kamerson and the 10-seed SpikeSSBU. My name is Etiquette, and with me on commentary is Mike Champ 97. How's it going, Mike?
Pretty good. Not a bad week so far. Ready to see who I'm going to be going up against in the next round.
Yeah, that's true. The loser of this match gets to face Mike next week, which will be an exciting matchup for sure. But before then, they have to get through each other, and we have an interesting start, to say the least.
Yeah? You can tell Sarah rolled this seed.
Yeah, this is definitely a Sarah seed. We've got Donkey and Lanky. Donkey is good, Lanky is not. And then Triangle, Baboon Balloon, and Oranges.
I think Oranges are pretty good here. It gives you something to combat cops with. Triangle's fine, and Balloon is only good in like 2 situations. And one of them is Caves level 1 to get Lanky's medal, but... Or the splat on the pillar, but...
Yeah, I mean, the Kasplat on the pillar, absolutely one of those out of logic tricks that every runner needs to know if they want to do well. Very often that will be something. Yeah, Oranges doesn't help a whole lot, but there are 2 checks that are like possibly completely hard required having Oranges. So
sure, one of them's an either or as well.
Yep.
You get the tiny hive without feather bow. No, saxophone. Man,
yes.
Imagine getting the hive without feather bow. What is this, BLZR?
You just had to throw it in, didn't you?
I have to. It's going to happen eventually. I'll see you all for the blitz.
And then finally we got Triangle. Instruments really great. Not a Kong we have though, so hopefully we get Chunky pretty soon.
They're going to need that for keg crushing. It's not going to be keg crushing.
Not going to be keg crushing, no.
Never keg crushing.
But yeah, so these 2 racers, moving on to round 2 of the winner's bracket. Let me pull up the bracket real quick. Cam looks like defeated Penny last round, getting a 123, and Spike defeated Cinny, getting a 131. So, and it looks like their timers are going, so we are about to get going.
All right.
All right, so we should probably see a pretty standard opener here. Heading straight to the prison, probably going to grab this item out of logic if it is something useful. Which,
the banana, that's pretty useful.
Yeah, absolutely. No reason not to do that.
Peanut's early, you love to see it.
Yeah, Peanut's getting a lot stronger in Season 3 than it was back in Season 2 because of the shipyard being closed.
If only they had Diddy for it.
Yeah. Now we have a gun and an instrument we can't use.
Next thing you know, we're going to have a boat transformation barrel we can't use. Like Cam's opting to check out level 2 Japes while Spike decides to go to BFI.
Did you catch that B locker by any chance?
I did not. I was too busy looking at chat.
I was looking at what was
Chat,
in
did
the
you catch
feather
it?
cage.
2 GBs. Thank you, chat. See, this is why we love chat. They always give the little bits of information that we forget about.
Just some slightly out of order routing here. Pretty much the same so far. There's not a whole lot you can do in aisles with no extra moves like this, so...
Yeah. See if either of them decide to check training grounds. Looks like Cam's doing it. Spike is doing it as well. They're going to be holding hands going into the early game.
Decision interesting.
Not
do you
to
go?
Cranky yet.
Yeah, as I say, do you go to Cranky first, or with Donkey, do you go to the back first to get the coins on the off chance you can buy this move here?
Jetpack is dead. That's good.
Okay, so we've got some hints. So It's a 6.
Oh, Isles Cranky Donkey. Who would have guessed?
Oh,
Wait,
Diddy's
is that
Kong.
a Kong
cage.
in a Kong cage?
That is a Kong in a Kong cage.
That's a Kong in a cage?
All right, and then we've got Donkey's Splat and Aztec.
It's like
Cage
Galleon's
Kong.
one of our first 2 levels. Wait a minute. Shipyard Outskirts?
So level 1 has to be Galleon then, right?
Level 1's Galleon, but you have to go free Diddy from... Wait.
Japes. Yeah, so you have to go to Japes with the gun that
Oh
unlocks
my
Diddy.
god. That's crazy.
Oh, what do you do at the start
What
here?
a seed.
All right, we can buy this
What is
move.
this?
It is
Coconut gun.
Okay, so
The free Diddy.
that must be what it is. What a wild start.
What a wild set of early hints. Rare coin spotted.
Always a blessing.
Will Spike check the hints though and find out that there's a Kong in a Kong cage in Japes? Looks like he's going straight into Galleon. This is why I typically like to peek the hints before going into level 1, so I know if I want to swing by level 2 first instead.
Yeah, I will say 6 GBs before entering level 1 is absurd.
That's
Like before entering
crazy.
any level. Not specifically level 1. That is wild.
More than 1 GB a minute early is always good.
Yeah, that's usually the benchmark of like, okay, this is a fast seed if it's a 1 GB a minute, and this is 1.5. So hopefully we're gonna
Family
get
potion
Diddy.
on Cranky, huh?
Wait, oh, that's interesting. There's like no coins in Galleon this early, but with that
Looks
rainbow
like vine swinging.
well, that'll help with the blast course that we have hinted for Japes.
The blast we don't have for it.
Well, true.
Here's the thing, with Key 2 and Shipyard Outskirts, you have to be able to get Diddy before getting Key 2.
Right.
Which means Diddy's most likely in his vanilla cage spot.
It would be even funnier if it's Donkey that has the switches, because that's also vanilla. I mean, that's probably what it is.
Most likely, I mean, unless Grape is sitting around here somewhere. We're about to get our Helm Kongs. Donkey Lanky, okay.
How original,
Starting
game.
Kongs.
How original.
You love to see it. We already know all of our Helm and K Rool Kongs.
Yep, Diddy is closed. And it is coconuts.
Is there anything in there with him?
I didn't quite see.
Imagine if there's another Kong in there with him. Not that it hasn't happened before, but...
Right.
He has been free for Cam, and it's just a GB.
So I definitely think edge to Cam so far, just reading the hints and getting the knowledge to go to Japes here.
100%.
I mean, Spike's
Now
gonna
his-
get some good.
His first trip to
GB,
Galleon,
but-
he's going to be able to go get Key 2.
Gonna check in the hillside here. We do have lowlands hinted. Not hillside, but I mean, this early you're gonna check everything, pretty much.
Might as well. Stack up your GB count, get more hints. Oh, another potion? Guitar?
Guitar?
We are currently rocket barrel away from Key 2 on the Mechfish.
Hey, I I'm a dream.
Oh,
I'm
and
dreaming
diving. I forgot about diving.
it. No, doesn't matter. Diving will be on Candy.
Diving is going to be one of the splats in the Stormy Tunnel.
Perfect.
Or a boss. I don't know, man.
Oh, that'd be so mean to have to pick up that vines to do the Galleon boss. Chunky's held by a fairy in Japes, so
Oh, we might be able to get Chunky too.
exactly.
Like giving me a chance to reread the hints.
I got all the path and way of the hordes, but I was missing the scourings, so.
Okay, that's Gritch 2, yep.
Yep.
Coconut locked Kisplat.
Alright, so this was coconut.
Pineapple?
Was that Diddy's medal?
Yeah?
Huh. We do have a Japes colored banana rewards to key 8.
That could be potentially pineapple. Spike now regretting his decision to dive into Galleon and heading straight into Japes to free Diddy. And Chunky, hopefully. It's like whichever fairy is on, you can get it out of logic. Or in logic.
Yeah, at this point you can get both fairies, so you're definitely getting him. I do like this opting to go to the... Why are there so many potions? Stop!
Right, there's Hunky Chunky. Alright. That's not diving, but you know, it's still pretty good.
But no, I was going to say, I do like the idea of going to do this fairy before the painting room one. Just because the...
And there's Gorilla Gone, alright. 3 chunky moves in 1 level, alright.
Can't even get out a sentence here. I do like going back here to get this fairy instead of the one in the painting room, because this one's actually in logic, so the odds are this is the correct one. I mean, the game could expect you to go to, like, Assel level 5 to get O-Stand to come back, but, like, realistically, it's probably just this one.
Hopefully it's just this one.
And yeah, that Gorilla Gone is more likely to be the hinted...
Japes medal.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to get both of them anyways, so I don't think either of our runner will skip them.
Yeah, Diddy's is like almost skippable, but you have Peanut, so it's so fast.
While checking this, you can open Donkey's timer cage. Well, it's not timed, but pop open the other timer cages if they had GBs.
As some really interesting tech where you can like hit the switches and then enter a loading zone, and it like freezes the switch to be down and the door to be open. So you can actually normally you can only do like donkeys and one other, but you can actually do both.
Oh, that's not chunky. That's Strong Kong.
It's another stupid potion.
Japes has loaded this scene.
We have half the moves so far.
Yeah? I'm not sure what else can be hinted here in Japes, but...
I mean, something's on the blast course. We already know that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the blast course that we're just blast down for. Chat's already asking about statistics. What are the odds of getting Diddy vanilla in a randomizer?
It's 50%. It either happens or it doesn't.
It's true. It just doesn't happen a lot more than it does. It's like Spike is somehow going for the correct fairy first.
I get it. Especially with the way that Spike had all the info before, like, really coming to Japes. Just because he did the earlier, but... Alright,
Tiny's on a ferry and factory?
This is a seed.
Missed 2 of those hints.
One of them was Diddy's getting freed by Donkey here in Japes.
Classic.
I don't remember what the other one was.
I'll get it when Spike gets 2 more GBs and pauses. Four Kongs, 13 minutes in. That always feels really good.
Oh, Tiny was on... Yeah. So it was Tiny was on a ferry and factory. Castle Candy Diddy is Way of the Horde.
Right?
And... What was it? It was Stormy Tunnel to 6-8 in length. Which Stormy Tunnel got us both Strong Kong and Hunky Chunky. Not exactly the moves you're hoping to get path hinted.
Yeah, they don't exactly lock a lot of things, and most of those things... Well, in the case of Strong Kong, you can get most of them out of logic. I think a lot of it will depend on whatever's in the cave shops, which somehow is also on the path to Rocket Barrel.
It's probably Rocket Barrel...
To do something with Hunky Chunky or Strong Kong.
Yeah, no, that doesn't check out.
Also, it gets you like bongos and then sends you to the igloo. Wait,
Yeah.
Strong Kong? No. Because Strong Kong you could get anyways. I was going to point out this Key 6 production hint, but... Tricky.
This is awful. I can't believe it's 14 minutes in and we haven't solved the seed yet.
I know! We solved it so fast last time. Well, kind of. Sometimes we solve the seed quickly. Most of the time we try to solve the seed and it doesn't work. I had several cooks last time I was on Restream and most of them were wrong.
That's usually how it goes, let's be honest. Not just for you, to be clear. That wasn't a dig
happens
on
to everyone,
you.
I know. I've watched a
Yeah.
few Restreams in my time.
But I will say, Cam has to feel pretty good entering level 1 finally with 16 golden bananas.
On his way to get Key 2. Unfortunately, probably not on the Mechfish.
We can dream.
You going into the cannon game room?
Yeah, quick a splat.
Right, I like it. Also, more chunky bananas. That'd be pretty good if the metals weren't dead.
This is true.
Splat had nothing. It was a pointless trip.
Can't
Hate to
believe
see it.
Cam through like this. So Cam will hopefully be getting that guitar out of the lighthouse. And there was also an item in the shop. Oh, it was vines. That's what it was.
Yeah. Like, once again, rolling past the boss door.
And that's where diving is to get Key 2 on Mechfish.
If Key 2... Oh, no, wait. Key 2 can't be on Mechfish. Rocket Barrel's in the cave shops. Oh, man. Hints have foiled my fun again.
Alright. I think if I'm Cam, especially without diving, I definitely go outskirt side now. As opposed to doing like lighthouse first. And just try to get to level 3, whatever it is.
You could see it. The downside is you'd be missing out on... Oh, and he slams. Okay. Try that again.
Yeah, you miss out on guitar, but like... I mean, you'll probably come back eventually. It's just higher value with diving. But it also really depends on... Like, we don't have a key 4 hint yet.
Or a Key 5 hint.
Or a key 5 hint. And usually, like... you know, in my head at this point, I'm getting key 2. I'm like, all right, I need to find my Kongs, which, let's be honest, is probably Tiny, just in the testing fairy, because she can't be in the other one.
It's true.
And then,
well, they're both in testing, but one of them's locked by Tiny.
Yeah. The one by a number game. And so, like, I want to find Factory as fast as possible, so that, like, points me to the other keys.
Spike doing a nice little hop while he was plummeting. Very cool.
Definitely intentional.
Looks like Spike might be wrapping up his time in Japes.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot left to do. Finishing up Diddy's Medal, probably opening this up, check the 2 items here. Lowlands is hinted along with Japes' Blast Core, so it's probably just that. But, I mean, Japes has been loaded so far, so...
It's true. Picking up his pineapple launcher. Spike, the boss is right there, man. You're missing out on diving. Surely.
Looks like he wants to stick around and maybe do Chunky's Medal. Yeah, because with Pineapple, Chunky's Medal can be done now.
Oh, very easily. Key 2 hint is Shipyard Outskirts, which Cam is about to go into with his peanuts.
Yeah, the problem with the Key 2 hint is you get that before you have Diddy, and you learn that Diddy is in Diddy's cage in Japes, so...
It's true. This is definitely one of the seeds of all time.
Unfortunately, Spike needs just 5 more colored bananas for Chunkies.
You can get him right on top of Cranky's hut.
Oh, true. I always forget about these 5. I only remember these 5. I only remember them when I'm doing, like, the all I have is barrel throwing.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Solid pearl sighting.
We love to see it. Now he can do the mermaid once he finds diving, Tiny, and Mini Monkey.
And that will blow open the seed.
What terrible move can she have? Well, we don't know yet. We haven't really done much. We haven't gotten far enough for that. Like, also opting to check Cannon Room? Another pearl, okay.
Alright, this guy has to have Key 2, or we're in for a really fun time.
And there it is! Key 2. Cam immediately bailing. That's what I would have done too. Taking his newfound vine swinging to check the banana horde dirt.
And then probably eager to see what level 3 is.
I'm eager to see what level 3 is. That's Factory, then it's the fastest we've had the full family on Restream in quite a while.
Oh, new hints.
That's a fairy by the number game? Yep. Aztec shops to 7, cool. Vines pat the Tiny K rule.
Yeah, so that's going to be for the blast course.
And 1 potion in castle surroundings to go with 1 potion on the medal.
Castle's an interesting level because it's only got, like, if you think of a level like Japes, it's got, like, what, 5 regions to it?
Oh,
what's this?
Tiny potion. Monkey port, alright, get that out of the way.
But yeah, like like a level like Japes, you know, or Galleon, like they have 5 or 6 regions to them. Castle only has 3, so a whole region only having 1 potion is actually really good info. Aztec level 3.
Well, technically 4 if you count the medals, but
yeah.
Actually, a solid amount of stuff you can do here with 3 guns.
Yeah. And you do have 2 things hinted. You have shops to 7. It's probably just key 7. And then you've got the stone door Kasplat. So the one
Which
that
is
requires
right up ahead.
Strong Kong right here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Strong Kong Kasplat is either key 4 or diving. Just...
It could also potentially be something on the path to key 6, 8, and Lanky K rule if that's what the Stormy Tunnel hit was for.
Oh, true, yeah.
Oh, is that diving? It is diving.
All right, leave Aztec, go see what level 4 is. Find your factory.
I mean, you can probably get into level 4. I'd say
Yeah.
at least check the shops for key 7 first, but...
Yeah. So the only
with
thing
how
that...
many GBs they have, I wouldn't be surprised if they could just get into level 4 now.
Oh yeah, I'm almost certain they can. Just to comment on the 6-8 lanky hint, so the interesting thing about that check is even though it's like Donkey's Kasplat and it requires, you know, Coconut to get in, technically Ponytail Twirl is also logical there.
True.
So in order for the Stormy Tunnel item to be Strong Kong to point to that, Strong Kong would also have to lock Ponytail Twirl somewhere, which, because it's locking diving, like, totally could. It's not out of the realm of possibility. It's just, it does add a little wrinkle that we can't quite say for certain, but that's definitely what that is.
But here's another cook.
Strong
Kong is locking Tiny.
Ooh.
So you need to use Donkey to get that.
Well,
because
but
Tiny's in level 4 factory.
You logically do, but the paths don't care. The paths assume the Kongs.
I forgot the paths don't really care about where Kongs are.
Yeah. That said, I think what you're going to find is maybe Ponytail Twirl is locked at the end of all this and is the way you get your item in production room.
I do like that, Coach.
And because the Cave's item shop, or Cave's shop item is path to Diddy phase, which is going to be Rocket Barrel, it's going to be Ponytail Twirl on Mechfish.
All right, I'm back in.
All right.
I like the cook again.
We got him.
How does the Japes Stormy hint come into all this?
Well, because
oh right,
Mechfish. Yeah. There it is.
We're back in, chat. Mechfish is back on the agenda. I know it's been a couple weeks, but we finally made it. More money? Okay. With Pineapple, I don't think you say no to this.
Honestly, if I miss that first shot, I might say no to this. It's like, I don't want to wait anymore.
Other moves that could be for the production key 6 thing. Spring, O-stand.
Double, a single slam. Factory could be level 5.
True.
That would be
both
horrible.
Slams, even worse. Or both slams are locking your spring or O-stand.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody's checking bosses yet. That's probably... Oh, potion? What's that? Blast! We need that.
We love to see that.
They can go back and get either Feather or Mini Monkey, probably. Or Feather / Mini Monkey adjacent. Like skipping a dip into the Tiny Temple, coming straight to Cranky.
I don't hate it. Tiny Temple is nice for like Chunky's metal, but
I mean, you've got pretty solid moves to do. You can do just about everything in there, so it's not too crazy.
I do like this, turning into Hunky, so that way you can get through the level faster.
True, fastest mode of transportation.
I cannot see what that is.
You shaking too much? I couldn't tell.
Alright, let's see if we can see it on Spike's screen.
Doing the exact gives us a little more time to look at it. I still couldn't see it. Chat, what did you see?
I think it was just a GB.
I hope it was just a GB. Chat saying GB, I'm inclined to believe them. Oh, key 5, alright.
Why not?
Love to see it. That crate is a free check. It's gonna eat up one of our hints later, though.
Worst, and somehow those are always the ones that also get doubled up with the Way of the Horde. And they're usually right next to each other. It'll be like an item in the Aztec totem area is path to key 5. The crate next to the Gong Tower is Way of the Horde. And you're like, I know!
Game, why'd you do this to us?
If anything, those hints are really nice because it means I don't have to write down half of a page.
That's true. Especially when you've already got it. Hints once again saving the day. Okay, I'm opening up the Llama Temple. I kind of like it. We don't have a hint for what Blast could be for since we just found it randomly on a shop, but... There's potential for the Llama Temple to be hoarding goods.
Definitely.
Looks like Spike is more interested in the 5-door temple. Can't blame him. There's lots of things you can do here.
There are 5 whole doors.
And the first one he's going into has 3 whole checks.
Was that a potion?
Run it, playback chat. What happened?
There was a potion on the Hostman check, wasn't there? The Dino Snakes?
I was gonna say that's trombone, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that can't be trombone.
Alright, we gotta... Cam has to hope that's really important for the seed, and Spike has to hope that's bait.
Yeah.
Spike doesn't know that it's there.
There's no way you can donkey kick to that, can you? I know you can PTT.
Yeah, with Twirl, you get it like as you're falling, so you'd have to get a really, really good DK kick to get there.
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, you can kick slide up the side of the snakes,
but we don't have time.
We don't have Tiny for that. It's like Spike is not done in Aztec yet. He's going right back in. Both players grabbing lots of GBs along the way as they checked almost everything in the level.
Okay, I see why Ham may have wanted to go in there. So if Strong Kong is the Stormy Tunnel hinted item, you do still need to find barrels in the first 3 levels.
True.
So doing the Strong Kong check in the tunnels is probably a good
new
decision.
cook for key 6 item. It's on Kosha Dirt. And the 6'8" lanky thing... Oh no, because Hunky's also on that path, so it kind of... Well...
Oh, it could be Hunky, you're right.
Yeah, I know. That's why if... Well, but then it would already be Strong Kong for something.
We're gonna make this work, chat. See, the main aisle to 8 is probably just Monkey Port, though.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. I completely forgot we had that hint.
And we've got new hints.
Crate near Gong Tower.
All right, factory shop
Factory is
support.
P4. Okay.
Aztec great.
Tile shop 6-8 and lanky. That's coconut. Are we sure it's not diving on the path?
Well, so it could be coconut to strong Kong. Yeah, this all checks out.
Ah, you're right. It's coconut to either hunky or strong Kong. No, because hunky was not coconut locked.
Hunky was on the Kasplat. It was strong Kong was the one that was on the ferry.
Ay, what a seed.
But that does guarantee factory is level 4, because factory shops are to key 4.
It does. That's very good for the believers.
That said, these racers are taking their sweet time getting there. So
they are, but I don't blame them. Aztec has a lot of things to do.
Believers don't win yet. They can still do random bonus barrels for GBs.
It's true they could also swing by Galleon and start looking for diving. Or not diving, barrels.
Go back to Japes and do the blast course.
Also true. They could get caught by a cop 5 times. Would
More
greatly
likely
slow
than
down
you
their
might think.
progress. Happened to me before. They could decide to go to production room first. Unfortunately, I don't think crowd control is enabled. Chat cannot spawn cops on them. And it's just the blueprint back here. Alright. Cam, going back, most likely for that blast course. Solid play. That's Feather or Mini Monkey, both very good moves.
It is interesting to come here, though, instead of going to get Tiny.
I mean, what can you do with Tiny right now? You just have Monkey Port. That gets you, what, 1 check and it's a fairy?
Yeah, and this basically guarantees gets you either Mini or Feather, both of which are good, especially in Factory.
Feather's slightly less good, but...
Yeah.
5 tunnels dead. That's good to note. Forgot to write that one down. Slam upgrade?
Here we go. This has got interesting.
And alright. We're back in, chat.
We are back
Way of the
in.
Horde Slam. That's probably the worst thing that could have been.
That slam is quote-unquote only to Tiny phase.
Oh boy. Alright, strap in, chat.
I'm so happy.
Outers need to pray there's a cop here and that Spike fails to remember he has oranges. Looks like Cam has chosen Prod first. He's less interested in getting Tiny Kong.
I like at least peeking the top here.
Hey, that's a key. It's a PTT.
It's PTT on Macfish, I'm telling you!
PTT on the Mac. Alright, I'm all in.
Alright, there's Tiny. I don't care about Tiny.
That is Believers winning. Spike has collected all 5 Kongs before the 45-minute mark. Pack your bags. Say goodbye to your points. It's all over. Unless you're a believer like me. In that case, you're so back and you're rich.
I went all in like 2 weeks ago, and I've not gambled since. And I'm at exactly 100K. Because I won. I forgot to say that part.
Holy. I thought you lost everything.
No.
I always toss in 500 points on whatever a coin flip decides for me. This time it was Believers. I got like 900 something points.
See, what you have to do is you always have to bet against what you want to happen. Because
yeah, of course.
If you lose, then it's like, well, I got the points. But if you lose, then the thing you wanted to happen happens. But if you actually win the bet, then it's like, well, at least I got some points.
Exactly. It's a win-win. One way you win points, the other way you get what you want. Like getting DK Arcade all set up for when we get Gorilla Grab later, chat.
Now I'm picturing the other slam is on DK Arcade.
And we need both of them for whatever level 7 is.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing level 7 could be that we need to slam for? Like forest?
Either forest or castle rooms.
Well, it's true. We don't know anything about rooms yet. Castle would be really bad.
Castle has a lot of slams.
Castle has 2 potions hinted in one very big region and 1 metal. But the metal oftentimes needs you to have some kind of slam to get it.
You know something? That big region has a slam. I always forget it's a slam check, but it is.
I was going to say something really evil, but then I remembered the slam's only to Tiny K Rool. I was going to say you have to do Tiny Mausoleum to get Trombone or something. But that doesn't fit.
It would work if that was a blue slam.
It's true.
Alright, so we've got key 4 in the shop as predicted.
You're just missing our 2 complicated keys.
Yeah, 6 we know where it is. Like, we've seen 6, basically.
We do? Well, Cam has seen 6. I don't know if Spike's seen it yet.
Yeah, Spike hasn't, but there's no way Spike leaves without at least peeking the stuff in.
I'm Spike, I 100% peek prod.
Because you know it's not going to be donkeys. It's not going to be the Crusher. It's not going to be the Kasplats because there's an actual path.
It's either going to be Diddy, Lanky, or Tiny production. With players opting to round out their GB counts of it before checking other levels.
Especially, like, Spike doesn't know about the slam yet. So Spike is probably thinking this is a jet seed.
Probably, which, I mean, and then he's going to see the slam and he's going to be like, oh no.
Yeah, and to be clear to the chat, like, the slam does not instantly make it not a jet seed. It is a complication.
It adds an extra step in the chain that you might not expect.
And it could be 2 steps in the chain. Who knows?
Random high 5 at the Japes shops. 40 minutes in. Or factory shops. This isn't Japes.
So
is he thinking about the blast course?
Yeah, slams are easily unhittable. The only way they actually do get hinted is if either one of them locks the other, or if
you need
both are required. Yeah. And that's the complication, is right now we don't know. We don't have any way of the hordes hinted that are like slam checks. So we can't make a guess there. Region-wise, similar? Yeah, actually.
No, well, we have castle surroundings have the potion and the scouring hints, but
yeah, but no path.
That doesn't spark joy. Could also potentially be check of legends if the slam's pointing to Mini Monkey.
Yeah, we do have. Actually, it couldn't be because we have coconut hinted.
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
Not tiny.
Unfortunate.
They should add. Oh, this would be so cursed.
Like falling off of lower production?
They should add switch sanity to the check of legends board, so it could be like 3 coconut switches. Just to throw people off.
I mean, it'd definitely throw me off. Oh god, Tudos is writing it down.
No.
We're in trouble. Oh no.
We should get more check of legends, like all 5 pad moves. to get
And
into
imagine when 4.0 starts having stuff going on and you need climbing, but you need coconut gun 5 times to shoot for check of legends to get to the top of the mushroom.
An orange switch. Oh god. All right. So we do see the key here on Spike's side. Bit of a
Really
tricky
makes
jump.
it. All right, nice work.
Nails it.
See if Cam can pull off the same.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Easy enough minigame, no requirements. I'm gonna put cannons in the item pool now.
Both runners about to pick up their key 6 and then start on the long and confusing path to figure out how to get PTT.
Okay, I know we're getting really off topic, but I'm now picturing cannon sanity, where like the cannons could be replaced with like a balloon pad and then a blast pad, and then
You have to baboon balloon up the middle of the mushroom?
yeah.
Oh no. That would take all kinds of skill.
All right, there's our key 6. So everything is going to be pointing to Ponytail Twirl because that minigame was free. Otherwise,
We need to stop suggesting things. They might actually listen to us. Super duper Simeon Slam!
That was Diddy's medal, right?
That was Diddy's medal. Uh-oh. Slams aren't slam locked. We need red slam. Red alert.
Yeah,
red
that
alert.
is guaranteed red slam, and that is currently an unhinted medal.
Oh.
Trophenskopf to key 6.
Is to key 6?
What are you talking about?
Surge Arcane. Owl Tree's dead. Here's the thing, chat. They're not going to do the boss.
They don't have to.
They already got key 6. They can skip it.
Okay, but I will say that actually could help narrow down the barrel's location because that cannot be that can't be Mad Jack for that boss because it would have to give you Ponytail Twirl. So they could potentially backtrack the hints a little bit and find barrels.
Here's the issue,
by
though.
using that
The
barrel.
Cave Shops is hinted for this crazy key 6 path. I think. Unless I read the hint
It
wrong.
is. No, it is. You're right. It's 6'8" Lanky Diddy.
So we also might need Trombone to get this. Trombone and a boss check to get Twirl. And there's the shop. What do we got? What do we got? Rocket.
All right.
As expected, Neckfish is back on the menu.
So is it? Well,
Spike
okay,
is
so
going
none
back
of this
to grab
can be,
another foolish medal.
none of this can be pointing to barrels. Or yeah, none of it can be pointing to
Rocket
barrels.
can't be pointing to barrels, but Hunky Chunky / Strong Kong could be. I think Spike is trying to find his barrel throwing as soon as he can. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Cam is going for progression and seeing what else he can do in the new levels. Having both slams is a huge, huge thing for Spike, or for Cam here.
Mm-hmm.
Now he just needs the hint for which check he needs to do.
I gotta say, like we have a lot of ideas of where to move forward. I'm not loving the remaining hint count to remaining move count.
Neither
we
am
have.
I. Because we need what? Cam has monkey port. We need bongos, trombone,
Barrels,
feather, and mini monkey.
Yeah.
And barrels, yeah. But barrels is in the first 3 levels and a little bit easier to find, probably.
Yeah. And then for Way of the Hordes, like we have
A shop and castle.
the shopping castle, that's it. And then
Uh,
path-wise, it's all things we've already done, so we'd have to piece it together moving forward.
So let's think. Whatever the slam's needed for, it's not going to be ballroom or museum. Because it's for Tiny K Rool and not Lankier Diddy.
Okay.
And Monkey Port, assuming Monkey Port is our Isle's main thing, that would also rule out the car race. Which leaves us with the library and Lanky Tower.
And library would fit. No, library wouldn't fit with the Japes Stormy Tunnel hint.
Unless the Jape Stormy Tunnels for Hunky Chunky, which also doesn't make much sense here.
Well, no, because coconut is the same stuff as the Stormy Tunnel, so that like is almost definite. Well, see, but it's not. Ah, this is all confusing.
This is a confusing seed. I think I have to give a slight edge to Cam here. He's got Monkey Port.
Sure.
He has both of the slams. He's making progress in new levels.
We do.
But if
see
Spike
back
finds
tier,
barrel
but-
throwing and swings back for slam on blast course and finds Monkey Port instead of getting LeBron, he could potentially make a comeback here.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point in chat. Where is O stand? Because you technically needed O stand to get Chunky. So that's completely missing as well.
That's true. This is a weird seed.
Very strange seed.
How you can tell Sarah agended. Weird stuff starts happening.
The nice thing about potential O stand jump scare is the Way of the Horde can't be that. Because Castle
Right.
is past level 5 and
Our
Chunky
one
is-
remaining Way of the Horde can't be for Ost.
yeah. And I doubt like O stand's not gonna be path to anything, let's be honest.
Spike is deciding that barrel throwing is not what he's looking or not what he's gonna find in Galleon. He's gonna go look over here and find Monkey Port.
Like, you just got sacks, you just got Monkey Port, you know what you want to do.
Hey, where
There's
did he
an
get
extra
sacked?
room
I wasn't
on
paying
it.
attention.
Oh, that was in Galleon Candy?
Oh yeah, forgot about that poster.
Yeah.
Hey, Spike also coming into caves and Cam going back into Galleon. Having obtained his rocket barrel, he's gonna do mechfish for the fans, obviously.
That's what I would do. I probably wouldn't. This is the kind of thing I would be on stream this entire time being like, it's probably mechfish, it's probably mechfish. I think it could be mechfish, and I just won't do it.
Classic etiquette play.
But I do think that's what we're going to be seeing here. The interesting
my-
thing is like, well, go ahead.
My question is, have either of them checked the seal race?
No.
Because Blast was pretty early.
Yeah, this is the first they have been here with Blast.
Oh, he is doing mechfish?
Yeah.
I was joking.
Well, no, I think this fits. The only problem is like your 6'8 lanky hints drop off from 6'8 lanky to just 6 at some point, but it's unclear of exactly when. So this is
Right.
probably, or this could easily be an item on the path. It's just a matter of like, is this too late in the path, you know?
It could be trombone.
I think
if
trombone
trombone's
here makes
somehow on the
sense.
path. Because that would put Strong Kong and... Yeah, because Strong Kong would be on the path because it eventually leads to Ponytail Twirl. That's to get
Right.
diving. This is some weird logic. Like the one situation where you need Strong Kong for a check that could go either way. And you need slams. And it's just a pearl. Come on, game.
All right, that's really funny given our pre-commentary discussion we had. When we were audio balancing. Anyways,
Good stuff, good
Um,
stuff. We spoke it into existence and Chad has no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm looking like he's gonna go pick up whatever Candy has, saxophone.
huh.
I'm really liking Seal Race here.
I think Sea Race is good.
It fits. You got Blast in level 3, which could put barrels there in a weird way.
Yeah, okay, so I guess the Trophenscoff item could be for something completely unrelated. So, okay, what I'm trying to figure out, and stumbling over my words for, is So the Travenskopf item is only to key 6.
Right.
And we know the only item we're missing for key 6 was Ponytail Twirl. So
Correct.
the Travenskopf item probably is Ponytail Twirl.
Most likely.
If it's Ponytail Twirl, that means the other key 6 stuff would have to point to doing that boss.
Or it's a combination thing, and you need both the item from the boss and like trombone or something.
That's what I was thinking. So it could be like, what's an item? Like
Oh, that is castle level 7. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that is an so it could be like trombone plus balloon from the boss gives you Ponytail Twirl in the igloo here. Like, it could be something like that.
Right.
Okay. I was trying to convince myself.
It makes sense. You're not crazy. We're good.
Yeah. We do get some more hints here.
Like also getting his more hints, but taking a picture of a fairy first. Bosses have a potion,
one.
Donkey Dungeon. All right, that's what the slam is for.
And bosses have 1 potion.
When Spike checks his hints and sees DK Dungeon and Castle level 7, he's going to be like, oh no. That second slam pull off of Diddy's medal is going to be huge. Igloo area?
Wait, what happened? I missed it.
I think that was an igloo to 6-8 Blanky. Because there were 3 things, and that's the only 3-pather. Which means we have 1 tiny K. Rool hint to go off of.
Oh,
You better hope that's Mini Monkey.
Oh, this is ugly.
Oh no. Spike's about to get the bad news of the slam.
Oh, that is ugly. Okay, so we know, and that means you're missing a hint for Tiny K. Rool, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
You're also missing that the factory medal for slam is just missing. Like,
That's
you don't
true.
even have
The
there's no
second
scouring.
slam isn't hinted.
There's no scouring for that or anything.
This is a problem. Well, it's more a problem for Spike than it is for Cam, but
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, the good thing is it was Diddy's medal and not one of the awful medals like Chunky's, so it's at least if you go back to factory.
Oh,
What is this?
well, it can't be barrel throwing because Raga is in level 5. It's probably bait.
It's definitely bait. You see Cam opting to. It's like, no, I should check this.
I might as well
just
check
in case.
I have both slams. That could be sniper or homing ammo, which I could need. Ammo belt too. You know, sometimes people need that. That's not a bad pull.
Some people in this call more than others.
It happens to the best of us. Spike coming into castle lobby. Trying out the famed trophy flip. He makes it. Chat thinking K. Rool's gonna be easy when we're missing both instruments for it.
Yeah, we have every key 8 item, like potential key 8 item, except the 2 we need.
Yeah, it's that's how it goes sometimes. Spike with just enough GBs to get in here.
Oh man, this is real bad.
We already peaked the Tiny Temple Chunky Room. It was a GB. I remember that much because there was a cop there.
Okay, hear me out.
All right, what do you got cooking?
Diving was only, like, the direct diving location was only hinted as a way of the Horde. It wasn't, like, we didn't have an Aztec tunnels path to whatever.
correct?
What if the Stormy Tunnel item it's talking about is actually Hunky to do the boss, and Coconut just happens to get you something?
And there's our feather bow. Feather is no longer a problem.
Okay.
Completely out of nowhere. Toy monster for barrels? That can't work. Factory's level 4.
Oh wait, I wrote this in the wrong spot.
And that's our second to last way of the horde. The last one is slam locked, so Spike will not be able to get it. Cam is on the hunt, looking as hard as he can for barrel throwing right now, knowing that the hints are not going to save him.
Yeah, I don't think the hints save here at all.
He's already seen all, what is it, 35 of them? Approximately, give or take.
Yeah. Yeah, Minnie is definitely on, either Minnie's on Donkey's Dungeon or an item.
Whatever's on, yeah, whatever's on Donkey's Dungeon is either Mini Monkey or Mini Monkey adjacent. Like he's opting to clear out some of Castle to round out his GP count and try to find what he was missing. Unfortunately, he is down a slam and hasn't checked the hint that says, go do Donkey Dungeon. Which is locked by Red Slam. The Hunky Barrel, I think it was a melon, but
it was a melon,
Japes'
yeah.
Hive area has been hinted foolish. So there's not anything back there. Which where Mini Monkey is, and where Feather is, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Igloo item.
The Igloo item is what I'm most interested in, but they can only do one more of those that hasn't already been done on stream, and that'd be Chunkies, because Diddy's needs barrel throwing, and they'd need the instrument for the other two. And whatever that is, it helps lead to Trombone.
I think I want to see the quicksand tunnel here in Aztec.
I think Spike checked and it was just a blueprint.
Oh, did he?
No donkey.
Spike did it? Okay.
Hope he liked my joke. That's fine. I'll get him with the next one.
Okay, so we at least know that the boss can't help them. There's
Right,
one potion on a boss.
There's
and-
no boss checks. The bosses
Yeah.
only lead to key 6.
So 'cause I think barrels is the way forward.
Cam is choosing to check the boss anyways.
Are there any lanky paths that are also not to 8? No. They are all 6-8 lanky.
Well,
and then one
they're
of
all
them
to 8 because
Lank
it's
Diddy.
mostly pointing to Trombone.
Right,
Outside
well,
of the
that,
monkey port and vine swinging.
but that's what I mean by, like, we don't have any hint toward barrels.
Yeah.
Unless they happen to overlap a path.
Yeah, like barrels are also to key 6 and key 8. You need
Oh,
barrel throwing in something else to get another thing.
But yeah, in the first 3 levels, the only things that Stormy Tunnel could have gotten you were the quicksand cave, which definitely is diving. So the quicksand cave is definitely, like, the splat in there is definitely locked by Strong Kong because all of this stuff ends up leading to Ponytail Twirl. So that either or can be, like, just eliminated.
It's gross. Blast isn't actually hinted at all, I don't think. They just picked
Blast
it up
has
off
not
the
been
shop.
hinted. Yeah. Dude, that's another thing, is that was completely unhinted as well. No path, no way of the horde.
Like, skillfully snagging this banana without having to do the minigame. And trying to figure out where he wants to go next.
I think just doing everything diving right now would be where I was.
But here's the thing with everything diving. You have to only use... Assuming you don't find O-Stand along the way, you've got 3 Kongs to search everything for.
Yeah.
I think when Spike was last in Galleon, he did most of the checks that Donkey, Diddy, and Lanky can do without other stuff. I don't think any of them went into treasure room, so Lanky Gold Tower could have something.
But then that begs... Oh, wait, never mind. We started with Balloon. I was like, but where's Balloon?
Yeah, Balloon was one of our lackluster starting items that could potentially be useful. Well, the second that someone finds O-Stand on a check they could have done in the first 3 levels, all the chunky stuff gets back in. But how much of that is diving locked?
Okay, I think this is what I would do. Now that I'm thinking about it more.
All right.
I have the benefit of not being the one playing, so I have all the time in the world to think.
Of course.
I would rush 64 and go get the Bongo's Helm hint. Because Strong Kong plus the item in the igloo. Like, Strong Kong could easily lead to the item in the igloo.
Right.
Off the Bongo's check, and we don't know where Bongo's is. So that would be my first play, I think.
I like that play. I like it a lot. I don't like that I didn't think of it, though.
Trust me, I double-checked that we had keys 6 and 7 before suggesting it.
Good work, good work. But the
Check
thing is that
bosses, find a
that's still
barrel.
not going to help
Yeah.
him with barrels, though.
Well, what I'm hoping is that barrels is, like, part
In
of
the
this
igloo?
path. Yeah.
Well,
But
it can't
then-
be in the igloo. That's caves.
Well, oh yeah, true.
I like the cook, but I think before they do that, they want to get barrel throwing out of the way. Just have
There's
one
just-
less thing to think about.
There's nothing in the first 4 levels, or first 3 levels, that works with
There's
either.
bongos.
Okay, sure.
Good find for Spike.
Great find for Spike.
That actually
Oh.
goes really well with the rocket barrel. The key 6-7 or 6-8 Lanky Diddy. Because then you take that 2 caves, you do the donkey igloo for trombone,
Yeah.
and then somehow trombone gets you twirl off of a boss. Don't ask me to explain it. Currently, we do not think we have a hint for barrel throwing.
Yeah, we don't. And the worst part is Spike, even though Spike found this Bongos, sets him like very comfortably ahead of Cam in that regard, is
He's
missing
still
that
missing a
unhinged flank.
slam.
Yeah,
He's missing the red slam.
and there is
Get Mini
no
Monkey.
help coming for that.
Oh no! Has he even checked the 45 and 50 hints? Oh, he has. He went
did, yeah.
through the thing. We started with
started-
triangle, balloon, and oranges.
The Holy
Ooh.
Trinity. And Chunky is still out of logic, by the way. So that O stand is completely unhinted as well.
We're still missing O-stand for Chunky.
See, got real
One
mad
slam
real
was on
fast.
the blast course, the other slam was on the factory Diddy medal. I'm sure Spike
Yeah.
will be kicking himself when he eventually finds it.
And one of them is hinted and one is not. So yeah, this is definitely something.
Oh,
Yeah. There's trombone.
looks like a trombone to me. Suddenly
And then
Spike
my-
is good to go for Helm. He's just missing red slam and barrel throwing.
My guess is that trombone plus like grape gets you lanky mausoleum for ponytail twirl, and grape is on the boss. That's gonna be my guess.
Looks like that's what Spike's doing. He's gonna attempt to
Yeah.
rush Helm immediately with his newly acquired instruments.
Rocket Barrel was in Cave's shop. It was hinted to 6-8 Lanky Diddy. And so Rocket got you Bongos, which got you the thing in the igloo.
Looks like Cam's going to Castle. He's gonna grab his tiny K. Rool starter pack.
Yeah, 0 other lanky paths. And like King said, there's not much left in the first 3 levels, so it's probably just treasure room or seal race.
Those are definitely looking like the best checks at this point. Neither of them's done the blast course. Nobody's opened or gone into treasure room.
Diving was not directly hinted on a path because
Path adjacent.
yeah, it's part of the 6'8" lanky stuff. It's just Strong Kong gets satisfied by something else. So it could be, it's at most to 6'8" and lanky, but it could be to nothing.
It's true. We did need Strong Kong to get trombone. It's so unfortunate. We're never going to know where Twirl actually is. Because of how crazy this ending bit is.
Yeah, you needed Strong Kong for the front quicksand tunnel. The back quicksand tunnel was nothing. You needed it for the front one because all of this path ends up leading to Ponytail Twirl.
Yeah, because the Donkey Splat in the Coconut Stone Cave door quicksand place is either Strong Kong or Twirl locked because you open it with Donkey and then switch to Tiny and twirl across, but with Twirl being at the end, Strong Kong would be hard acquired, but you also need it for Donkey Zigloo.
Yeah, so it's actually possible because diving didn't actually get us anything. Oh, sorry, I punched my mic. Since diving didn't get us anything on this path, it actually might not lock it. Which means diving could just be the Wild West of a move. And not be part of any path.
Classic diving.
Which at this point doesn't really matter. You're looking for something that could be on a lanky path too, so like you may as well check everything.
Cam gets his mini monkey, he immediately leaves with his tiny K Rool all set to go. What does he do next? He's thinking...
Push for Helm.
Helm push is good here, I agree. But I think he's still hung up on the barrel throwing thing.
Yeah. That is my cook as well, King. Lanky Mausoleum seems like a really good spot. Because you need trombone to work in adjacent to something else. Like grape or sprint.
But that's grape and sprint.
Yeah, and actually it can't because of vines.
Oh yeah, I forgot about vines.
So you need trombone to work with something else that you got on a boss.
Where's O stand? Excellent question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Why am I blanking on trombone checks? Oh, it could be the cabin, lanky cabin.
True.
Is that
or
only
the
requires
lanky
one?
igloo? Aztec boss was checked, but I'm pretty sure the only... Well, I don't know if they're going to go for anything on a boss.
I can't imagine you do.
So Cam's down 2 instruments. Spike is down Slam upgrade. And Mini Monkey, which is locked by the Slam upgrade. Yes!
That's got to be barrels.
Barrel throwing. All right, Cam is good to go. He's going to go catch up with Spike. The situation currently, we just found barrel throwing. Cam needs to find 2 instruments to do Helm. Spike just did Helm. He needs to find a Slam upgrade to get Mini Monkey. And he also needs to go find Blast.
Yes,
or not Blast, barrels.
Unhinted Blast to unhinted barrels. The hint we would have gotten for that would have been like Aztec Shop to Lanky Tiny and would have confused the heck out of us until we saw the item. So that would have been
definitely confusing. Twirl on the Llama Temple barrel? That's a good cook. That's trombone lock. That's O stand.
Oh God, yeah, that actually fits.
That's genius. Actually, wait. What about the boss? O stand on a boss.
O stand would be on the boss, and it'd have to be the first 3.
Why do I keep commentating for seeds that have O stand on a boss potentially?
Yeah, it could be any boss. Oh,
that makes 2 back to back.
Either way, it's a blue potion on boss that isn't great. I think is safe to say.
The second slam is not hinted, but it could be hinted because they need the red slam. Spike is choosing to come back to Castle to search for his missing stuff. Meanwhile, Cam is attempting to do igloo checks, hoping he has the instrument he needs.
Unfortunately, he does not.
What Cam needs to do, he needs to think back and wonder, did I get anything for this long path off of Rocket Barrel?
Yeah.
Which I don't think you have yet.
No, Rocket Barrel has been pretty useless. It got you Ammo Belt 2. But other than that, it has gotten nothing.
Here's the thing, Spike has to find the slam, but he also needs to go do Galleon Blast Course, which would take a bit. I agree.
Yeah.
If Cam remembers the micro hints, he'll probably be in a better spot. But I think after checking these, he's more likely to go to Helm for the hints. He'll be like, oh, it's one of the two instruments I don't have, probably for the other one.
Yeah, and this seed is infinitely worse if the Helm order is flipped. Donkey is first in Helm instead of being after Lanky, so you can get the Bongos hint without Trombone.
If I'm Cam here, which I'm not, I check the chunky one. When it's not the chunky one, dump blueprints, go into Helm, get the hint, get the bongos, take the bongos back here, and pray trombones in there. Because if that happens, you're in the clear. You can beat the seat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it looks like Spike has decided Castle Metals for the one scouring potion is the way to go next.
Yeah, I don't hate it. The first thing that we pretty much are all doing in casinos nowadays is going straight to our scouring hints and figuring
Assuming
out...
there are any left.
Yeah. Which in this case, we've got Trophitskoff has one, which we want to avoid. Aztec Tunnels have one, which we've already gotten. And then Castle Metals and Castle Surroundings both have one as well. And I think that's it. That's all I wrote down.
Those are the only ones I have.
Alright.
Well, I didn't write the boss one down because we already knew it's just a key 6, but... Cam is checking his other new stuff. It looks like he's going somewhere else. I don't know what Cam is thinking right now, besides Lanky Metal.
Could just
Maybe
be
the
Lanky
boss.
Metal and grinding for 64. I think if Cam dumps... Oh, actually, if Cam dumps, he has 50 or 64, so probably just wrapping up the last couple things and then I'm gonna dump for Helm.
Here's the thing, as close as this looks, it could still go either way.
For sure.
Given Spike might have a slightly more arduous path to getting there. Cam, I'm assuming, doesn't know he could just go get the hint. He might be checking rocket stuff now, but... Listen, if I could read the mind of the runners mid-seed, I'd use that on my opponent to win. I wouldn't use that for commentating. Like, oh, my opponent just picked up Blast off of this check. I'm gonna go do that immediately.
Yeah, I do think Cam's position is easier solved than Spike's right now. Spike has barrels, which, I mean, it's a limited scope. Probably only has a couple checks left that even make sense. But that other slam is, when are you ever going back to factory here? It's like you're absolutely going to do this. You're going to go to forest, a level you have not touched, because it is prime real estate for something to be there.
100%. I don't even think Cam went in there this seed. Here's the thing about the Helm triple dip. You have the igloo hint still there, so if you go get your first hint, it doesn't point to caves as one of the two Kongs you don't have instruments for yet. Then you almost certainly know the other instrument is in the igloo of the hinted Kong.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you guys understood what I meant because I forgot what I was saying midway through.
Well, the other thing is actually, I think you know it has to be Donkey's Igloo because Lanky's Igloo can't lock. Like, the item in Igloo is 268 and Lanky.
Right.
So...
Oh, yeah.
You can't need Trombone to do the Igloo check because you would already have Trombone.
And it also fits with the Strong Kong hint.
Yeah.
It was like Cam finally heard our pleas from the Great Beyond. Go get the micro hints. 20 minutes in the past. There he goes, swinging.
That was a
across the
potion in
lava.
Helm lobby for a second. I was like,
No,
oh,
it's just a pearl. We're
What
good.
is this? Oh, so we've seen 4 pearls?
I think so. This red
Crate and
Aztec
Angry
crate.
Aztec.
Go get it. Crate on the Llama Temple. Coming back yet again. It's been an absolute monster since the quals.
I feel like the crate on top of the Llama Temple has stuff more often than the crate inside the Llama Temple, even though they're both only locked by 1 move.
Well, technically 2 for the one inside the Llama Temple. But
Alright, fair.
you do kind of need a gun to get in there.
Like 1 1/3 moves. That's how
I'll
the
take
math
it.
works.
Yeah, that's how the math works. Okay, I'm going here. He's gonna grab his bongo blast, take it to caves, get his trombone tremor, and then go beat the seed. Meanwhile, Spike is clearing out Fungi Forest. Unbeknownst to him, his barrel throwing is on Free the Seal, and his slam upgrade is on Factory Diddy Metal. I'll tell you this, when we have the interview, Spike's not going to be happy when he learns where the slam is. If he hasn't
Absolutely
already.
not.
I know I certainly would be upset if I found out the slam was on a metal I was 5 GBs off of.
And that's just how it goes sometimes. It's... In the moment, you have no reason to do that metal. So... You definitely can't fault anyone for leaving.
It's a Factory Diddy Metal. Not a difficult metal to get by any means, but like a lot of metals, it's easy to be 5 GBs off, 5 CBs off. Happens to the best of us, and also me.
Alright, Cam is off to do Helm. Spike's already done Helm, but unfortunately Spike does need to exactly find what he's looking for pretty soon. He's basically on a timer at this point.
Neither of them are in Fungi Forest.
I like that tech of throwing the... I do that sometimes with the gun, but I've never thought to throw it at orange to break the melon crate like that.
It's Spike's new thing. He's doing boulder tech and orange tech now. He needs to get barrels. He needs to go into factory and grab 5 Diddy CBs. He needs to go do Donkey Dungeon.
Yeah. And Donkey Dungeon is the only one of those that is hinted.
Which is really weird for the seed.
This seed was so mean with its hints.
Remember when we thought Feather and Mini Monkey were on the Japes Blast course?
Oh, good times.
And then the game is like, best I can do is a slam.
But yeah, so you have 2 Tiny K Rool hints that are hinted Horde 1 slam to do a double slam check, which the double slam check that you need to do is hinted, but still. And then you've got 4 hints, all pointing toward trombone. Nothing for barrels.
Yep. Where's that hint guy?
And the exact thing that I said was annoying happens, where you get the key 5 is on the Aztec Gong Crate, and you get Gong Crate as Way of the Horde, plus the Aztec Tunnel, or Totem Oasis area to key 5.
Classic.
So,
you love to see it in the hints.
And the other thing is, like, usually when this kind of a seed happens, where there's a lot, because, to be fair, the hints were doing a lot of work. Like, there were a lot of technically required items this seed. So not everyone is going to get hinted, but usually when that happens, the game is a little bit more generous when it comes to, like, all right, we need to hint a lot more stuff, so let's cut down the number of scourings and the number of foolish you get. But there's still 7 foolish plus scouring, 8, I think, actually, because I don't think I wrote one down.
Yep. It's a lot of stuff going on and not enough hints to hand it all out.
Yeah, because, like, usually the sign of a jet seed is if you're on, like, your 20 hint pack and you've already got, like, 4 or 5 foolish hints, you're like, all right, this must be a jet because the game is not prioritizing good hints. But it is what it is.
Right side, we're going to see a lot of stuff in forest. That's mostly, what is that?
Oh, Spike.
Homing ammo, that's huge.
Oh, that is so
Clear
bad.
potion pops out of the Kasplat. Spike does a funny dance to commemorate it. He is not at all happy seeing that. I wouldn't be either.
That almost feels worse than just not finding a potion.
Definitely.
There's, like, psychological damage that's been done.
Like, yes, my clear potion. I'm almost in go. Oh. That the Blastomatic has been shut down for Kamerson.
Has saved the Donk world.
Needs to collect his key 8 and go beat K. Rool when he has 1 seed.
Collecting key 8, a very important step here.
It's true. Alongside anything else that Helm might have for you. Number of times people have collected key 8 and left without grabbing something else, or vice versa is way too high this tournament.
It is a bit of a gap, but Spike has actually already done Helm. So Spike is just missing the 2 moves. Technically 3, but...
One of them's locked by the second.
Yeah.
He's having a good think. He's shooting the balloon.
But Cam is the first one into K. Rool.
And he gets to do Tiny Phase.
We all love a good tiny phase. It's still the worst when tiny phase is your final phase because you're just sitting there staring at the race room like, is this person about to
Are
snipe
they done
me?
yet? Are they done yet? Are they done yet? And then when you don't have Tiny Phase, it's great because you don't have to do Tiny Phase.
True. I hear in Season 4 we're going to have complex toe order.
Oh boy. You're going to have to shoot toe 1 and toe 4 in the same one, and then 2 and 3 in the next one. I like that. Send that to the suggestions chat. Kudos, write that one down.
Yeah, actually, unironically, 4.0 does have the swapping K. Rool phases in with the boss phases, like the other bosses, which is a very, very cool addition.
I mean, you could have to do Tiny Phase for a boss fight to get a A different move. That boss potion, that could be Ponytail Twirl on Tiny Phase.
And all of that to get key 6 that you just skipped anyway.
Oh, there's a potion here.
Oh, what is this?
Sprint.
This is sprint. Okay, so O stand is the boss item.
O stand is
100%.
almost certainly the boss item, and it's on Galleon or Japes.
Yeah.
Because Cam checked Aztec. It wasn't that. I think they'll still have the game open. I think we can ask them, hey, can you go check Galleon and Japes? No, it wouldn't be Galleon. It'd have to be Japes, because Galleon small bananas are foolish.
Oh, actually, you know what? It could be Factory or Caves too, because it doesn't have to lock barrels.
On your right, he makes an excellent point.
Yeah.
So it could be Japes, Factory, Caves, or Castle. It can't be Forest or Galleon because their small bananas are foolish.
Oh no, it can't be Castle because O stand locks. Assuming it's O stand because O stand.
Oh
locks
yeah.
Chunky.
That's 3 levels to check. That's not bad.
Meanwhile, we actually had Chunky about 10 minutes into the seed
It's true.
and never looked back. Except right now when we're thinking about what could
Which
have
boss has O stand?
happened. Yeah. But aside from now, we never look back. All right.
Like after this, Cam will just have to do Diddy phase, and then it will be all done. It'll be GG's.
And unfortunately, Spike is not in the right levels, so I don't know if he's gonna find either of the items.
He's in
honestly.
neither of the right levels.
Yeah.
He's got 2 levels that are correct, and it's 1 and 4.
Yeah,
And
the
then
blast
7.
course just takes too long. You probably could get into Factory and grab one bunch of bananas, but definitely not a whole blast course.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diddy Kong! He was trapped in a cage at the start of the seed, and now he's beating K. Rool.
Man, the seed really was a roller coaster. It was like Kong in a cage, what? And then it was like, oh wait, this is a jet seed, and then we got a slam, and it was like, oh, never mind.
Kong in a cage, slam on the blast course, barrel throwing over an hour in on Free the Seal.
Yeah, but I mean, even with all that, it looks like this is going to be right around a 130.
That is very good.
It was definitely a fantastic time. We got one
Especially
more
for
hit.
how crazy the seed was, looking back at it.
Yeah. It looks like that is GG's for Cam, a 130.09 in the race room.
Woo!
Congrats to Cam. Cam will be moving on to face. I should have had it open already. Hold on. The winner of Megapol and Verdant Ash, which is actually
Ooh.
happening right now. So
That's going to be a good one.
And the loser of this match, Spike, unfortunately, is going to be facing Mike Champ.
Yay!
But we will see if we can
Very
get the
excited for
racers
that.
in for an interview. All right, looks like we have them here. GG's, Cam and Spike.
Mornin, GG's.
Morning.
I think
guys.
I think OJN summed it up best in chat. Ah, the rare casino jet.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a wild seed from start to finish.
Yep.
We were just saying it, like Kong in the cage, and then it was like, oh, this is actually really fast. And then you pick up that slam, and it's like, oh, maybe not so fast.
Yeah. that was a weird one. I think Spike probably collected GBs faster than me, even though I felt like I was going at a really fast pace that I could barely keep up with.
Yeah,
Spike
and,
got
It's
Helm
easily
done
a
first.
PB pace seed for me. Aside from Casino Slam, Casino Barrels, a Giant Migraine, yeah.
Don't you hate it when both slams are required, but you still get a slam casino?
Oh, that key 6 is probably the reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably, actually. There was a lot of hints eating it up.
our end cook for key 6 was that O stand is on the boss in either Japes Factory or Caves, and you needed to get the barrel inside the Llama Temple.
I already checked Japes, so it wasn't Japes.
I
It's
was
either-
thinking the same thing.
Yeah, so it's either Factory or Caves.
At which point, if it's something like Caves, the game expects you to go to level 5 to get your O stand to go back to level 2 and get Chunky. Meanwhile, you both pretty much had like 10 minutes in.
It was a very early family by Restream standards. The Believers won big
who
time.
needs O-Stand?
Exactly.
Who needs any active Kong move, actually? I'm just looking at both of our trackers.
Yeah, you skipped all of them. Very impressive.
And
Yeah, it's
two
like an
were required.
anti-bingo.
Right, 2 of them were required by logic to get key 6.
Yep. We say nope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm full.
and it was a bit of an interesting ending too, because so Spike found bongos sort of out of nowhere and was able to like get trombone and go through Helm, while Cam, you were still looking for bongos, but you already had the slam. And ended up finding barrels. So it was interesting to see. It was like, okay, both racers have 2 things that the other one needs.
Yeah. Yeah,
it was
because
just
I
who gets there
stumbled
first.
into my second slam. Guess which one gets a micro hint?
Yeah.
A blast one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. At least Spike was saying in the race room, at least in 4.0, we'll be able to get a slam hint for their final hint.
It's true.
For sure.
Except I don't really know what the requirements for that is, because I've seen in some seeds that you don't always get a slam hint on your 50 GB hint, and I'm just wondering if it's exclusively if you're in an either or for slams, if like the logic can detect that or not, or if
We
like
need to ask the hint man about that.
yeah.
All right.
That was definitely a weird one.
Very weird. It was
Yeah.
95% one of the best seeds I've done. Not like me on like a personal level, but like logically,
Just, like, time-wise.
the cool things that you had. No, just like the things the seed wanted you to do.
Um,
As much as I would like to, jet through a seed, get a ridiculous time, I also just like seeds that have some cool carvings and some cool logic. So 95% of the seed is like, alright, sweet, we have a con in a cage, we have these paths to O-stand PTT. I like these, even though we can skip them. It's really, I like seeds that do that. What I don't like is, well, let's just say I've played Sunshine enough. I don't want to go back to Serena Beach. I'm good.
Yeah, we were thinking, like, in addition to these interesting paths and stuff, if the game had lobbed you guys like a Aztec Shops to Lanky Tiny phase hint, it also would have been
Potentially
really
key 6.
interesting. Or yeah, and key 6. It would have been really, really interesting, because you would have had like this. It's always interesting when there's like these larger paths that overlap with other large paths, but they don't completely overlap. So like you've got your 6-8 lanky, but then you'd have like a 6 lanky tiny, and it's like, wait, where did 8 get dropped from? Those can be kind of interesting too. So
yeah, I'm just I'm looking at my notes right now. I'm trying to like piece together like my trombone path hints, because like I'm trying to figure out how coconut was path to
Yep.
trombone.
it
Was it
Coconut
diving?
gets you Strong Kong.
Coconut got
right.
you strong Kong.
Was it
Oh,
on
right. Okay.
The ferry behind the Ramby door.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
I also was like, maybe it was like 8, like something key 8, and then like for barrels, but I don't think coconut got me anything for barrels.
We're pretty sure Barrels was completely unhinted.
Yeah, it seems like it, yeah.
Was. all the hints were pointing to trombone, and you had coconut lead to diving, which very well could have led to things. However, the only thing diving really got you this seed, if I remember correctly, was factory access.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe a mini game or two here and there. But
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do with Cook with mech fish, because because I knew that that coconut and strong con got me diving, so I was like, diving, rocket barrel,
funny story about that.
we had the exact
In
same
like before we started like getting things ready for the restream, we had a cook to be like, mechfish, oh, there's a pearl to do mermaid, oh my god, and then it popped up with a pearl. Letterkin and I were dying, and then chat was like, why are they laughing? Because it's exactly what we spoke into existence.
Yeah, it was.
I knew it wasn't Pearl because I saw Pearl on the shop earlier.
Yeah.
Fun seed.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, that make first cook didn't work, but it was bongo, and then diving did not lead to any of that. It's surprising to me that strong Kong lets trombone and not diving, which you get from strong Kong, but like diving opens up a lot more checks.
Yeah, I had no way of knowing until you finally found bongos. Like, I was watching the restream in the end, and it's like, I just wanted to do rocket checks, right? After getting in, what was it, cave shops. And I also need to find barrels. So it's like, alright, cool, let's go to Aztec. I'll find barrels somewhere there, and let's just do rocket checks, even though I'm 99% sure there's absolutely no... Oh, hi, bongos.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing in caves. I was doing rocket checks. I was getting caves, lanky metal, the lower cabin. I saw some people in the chat were like, "Why don't you just get the bongo micro hint?" And I could have done that, yeah. But I just wanted to, because I don't think I quite had enough GBs to get 64 to get into Helm at that point. So I was focusing. As soon as I got the 50 GB hints, I focused all my attention on finding barrels, and I full cleared the first 3 levels, and I ran out of things to do twice. I was paused for a while. I remember that the on guard chest was a thing. I got that. It was nothing. And then I had to open up my the DK64 Season 3 infographic little image, and I had to scroll through that. I decided while I did that, I was gonna go to Castle and get Feather and Mini. So I was like, while I was doing Castle, I was at the same time looking through Mechfish, let's see, Kasplat, Melon Crate, Seal Race.
Yeah, I was surprised neither of you did that with how early Blast was, but did swing back around later and prove my random cook correct, and Barrel Coin was just sitting there in the cage with the seal the whole time.
Yeah, I probably should have done that because it is 2 fast checks, like especially at the beginning of the siege. So I probably should have done that. I just was thinking of GB density, which that could have been GB density. You never know.
I was just blindsided by diving, so I'm like, well, that's not a diving check, so it can cook, it can brew for a while, and well, it cooked a little too much and burnt the
Surely
seed.
this isn't important.
Yeah, next time maybe I'll remember to do Seal Race early. If I'd only do it like really early in a seed if it's like the first 3 levels. I'm not gonna do it like mid seed or late seed.
There's not really a point unless if you're trying to get DK's medal, I guess. But even then, it's like, it's not the best way you're doing it.
Because I did know that Galleon medals were foolish, so maybe that's kind of what deterred me from doing that. Although I still was trying to go for Galleon DK medal anyway, just because it was a fast check in my mind, and then I never got it because I was missing 5 bananas for it.
Well, it was a blueprint if that made you feel any better.
Alright, cool. I mean, what about...
I saw 7 of them, so that was kind
Holy!
of funny.
7 DK blueprints?
Yeah, I dumped 6
Wow.
and then casually found one about 1 minute before I DNF'd.
That's impressive.
Yeah. I only did the way the horde checks in Castle, and I did not touch Forest. Oh wait, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say I almost did Forest, and then I remembered that I remember that I could check Cave's Igloo, try to pull whatever item is on there, and if I don't find it, then I'll just get the bongo micro hint.
Yeah, well, Forest I looted the entirety of, and I found 2 things. One was Simian Sprint, and the other was a white vial, funny enough.
Simian Sprint?
Means a rank stand.
Look,
Oh.
It's been a long seed.
Yeah, my brain is fried. Sprint, and I found a white vial. Let's just say I never want to see homing ammo ever again.
Yeah, I saw that on the restream.
We felt that.
Yeah, I got one very important question to ask though before we probably things up, I guess. Did you find it, Cam? I didn't.
Oh, the bean?
Yeah.
No.
Very unfortunate. Bean levers.
That was gonna be a question I asked. If Spike found the bean, I'd maybe be willing to hand over my win. Like, I only said maybe because
Well, you don't want to go up against Megapolar Ash.
Yeah,
I
actually,
want to see how far I can get in the tournament.
that is a good segue into the upcoming matches and the current state of the bracket. I don't know. We have a special guest here.
Special guest.
Say hi.
Whoa!
Special guest.
Whoa! How long has he been here?
The whole
Morning.
time.
Morning.
Morning.
All right, so we are just going to do a quick run through of the current state of the bracket, and we'll check out the lower bracket as well. Just kind of give you an update here. So let me switch over to that. All right, so obviously we don't have this match up here right now, but Connor Pierogi has having us on Friday. Beardbox Omegas just happened today. Beardbox actually won that one. I don't think it's been confirmed yet. Actually, 1 second, this track is like mega loud. Okay, there we go. All right. Kilveris Hoyatli will happen tomorrow. King Yami Yakai defeated Generic Dude on Sunday.
123.
Megapol versus Vern Dash is also happening right now. It should currently be happening at this moment, so we should have a result from that soon. But that should be a really good race here. 2 upsets. Vern Dash defeated Etiquette, of course, and then Megapol beat the number 2 seed Mumble. So that should be a really good race. Obviously, we saw Kamerson beat Spike here. Charles, and actually, before I go into that, the DK64 devs, me and Elrock, have been defeated in round 2. Very sad, very unfortunate. However, Charles and Alpha, the top seeds, were moving on. They will be playing through that next round. This should be a very, very good matchup right here. 2 of the best. Going to losers, though, as you can see, me and Elrock do have a chance of playing each other in round 3 losers for the developer of DK64 Random Showdown. But I have to get past K-Man, and Elrock has to get past Barry, so that'll be a good time here. Still have to fill out some of the losers bracket matches here, but unfortunately for Etiquette, he got knocked out. Also loses round 1, so big sad. But that just means he's going to commentate more, right?
Exactly.
Woo.
Mike Champ is still in here, though. Maybe we'll hear from him less, but otherwise, that is a quick summary of the state of the bracket. So
You'll never guess who I'm going up against in the next round.
Hi.
Hi, Spike. How's it going?
Yeah, good. How are you? You want to start? I'm good to go now with you, huh?
Yeah, get your smack talk out of the way now.
It's 9 o'clock here. I gotta sleep. I got a busy day tomorrow.
well, whoever loses that match, I'm sure we'll be hearing more on the commentary mic. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe us on YouTube, on DK64 Speedruns, on Twitter, or not Twitter, Twitch, on DK64 Speedruns as well. So that being said, we should be all done here. Thanks again for watching. Let's see if there's a quick stream we can raid. Mornin GDQ submission VOD. Actually, that's Kuiper, but he looks like he is going offline. So, that's probably not going to happen. Should I raid Megapol or Verntas? That would be a little bit awkward, though.
They're in a tournament match. Don't add extra stress to them.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
They got enough on
You
their
know what?
minds. They don't need
Here we
a
go.
big rate.
Morks just started a casual Season 3 run. So, let's go ahead and raid him.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Morning again. Thanks for watching.